Hi, it's Craig on my R2 channel, and I just got into my storage unit. I had to frog around in the back deep recesses of the storage for something. So I pulled the aluminum brass Droid out. There it is. It's unskinned, naked Droid. At a various stage of completion, but the way it runs around, you can see the 232s inside, so this is the way I left it. Let me see if I can. Okay. Here is the big giant pipe that connects this leg to this leg through the shoulders. There's a giant lever attached to that, and that lever goes back, and when that lever gets forced up and down by this big giant power seat slide right here, you can see here's the lever, here's a bolt that goes through here with a nylon sleeve, and then there's an angle bracket here and an angle bracket here. So that's like a fork that goes on this roller, and that forces the lever up and down, thusly taking this giant pipe and forcing the side legs back and forth. Leg rods are all sealed up in here, so you cannot see the leg rods that run from the body down through the leg, and they attach to the foot down there. My exposed scooter drives. Here's the actuator that moves the middle leg up and down. Here is a windshield wiper motor and a spool, and this is dual cable. Not only does it pull the middle leg down, but with these pulleys up here, it draws it up. Pretty noisy out here by the storage unit. There's cars coming and going. So over here I've got my Pitman motor. That was an American Science and Surplus find, and this gear that was on there, I just ran it, and I ran a rat tail file on there to make a little rounded groove, and I put a petroleum O-ring on there, and that rides the inside of the rockler bearing. That right there is the speed controller for the dome rotator. This was a weird speed controller. It had a trim pot. Dead center was off, and if you rotated it to the left, it increased speed one direction. You returned to center and you rotated it right. Actually, this came with a slide pot, and I put a rotating pot on there. So I've got a servo with a gear, and that rotates the gear on the trim pot. Right and left on that servo control on the remote operates that wonky, I don't even know where I got that speed controller. That was like the weirdest speed controller that I ever found. Don't know. There's my limit switches for the middle leg lower and upper. That funny wonky bolt sticking out has hit the limit switch. And again, the limit switches are on slotted holes, so they can be slid up and down, adjusted. And boy, here's a servo that touches the sound box. Wonder if it still works. Hey, it does. So that servo swings down, hits the button. You get one of 5 random sounds on that. So, boy, we got a loose wire there on that limit switch. I don't know. This thing needs a total redo on the 232. I wish I could open up the back. He's on his transporting rack right here. So this was something that I did where you can just strap him to this thing and move him around, because he's on these little roller wheels down there to transport him around. That is all I can show you on that guy, unfortunately. I'm just here in my storage unit trying to get a bunch of parts for a client. Catch you later. This is Craig at my R2 channel. give me a like. It'd really help me out. Thank you much. Bye.